Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to our lovely little hamlet here in Farthest Frontier. Now in the last episode we had just expanded our farm industry by building our first barn, purchasing livestock to populate it, and then making sure that they're all fed by expanding the fields around them and growing our first batch of wheat. Now to ensure that this all grows well, we've also ventured out and started to exploit a faraway sand mine, and we're going to use that to make sure that the soil mixture is just right. Now finally, to help secure all of this progress, we've also just completed the first set of walls around the town. Now, I just noticed that we've hit a bit of a milestone, and that is 10 years. Our first decade is under our belts, and we currently have 96 population and 19 gold on the monthly report. So I thought we'd just do a bit of a refresher and a recap as to the layout of the town, just to get everyone on the same page, seeing as we're a good 10 years in now. And there's kind of a lot going on, and I feel like I jumped around a lot in the last episode. So of course, we've got our town center right in front of us, and then right at the back we have the trader. That's the trading post where the external traders kind of come by in exchange for gold and goods or whatever else they can get. Then to the left of that, we of course have our residential district with a pretty good amount of desirability. In fact, desirability is so good that only 3 of these houses won't upgrade into homesteads, and that's where most of our money is coming from. 31 from the market, the initial market, where it's gathering money from the shelters and the homesteads, but then also just having homesteads brings it up to 22, an extra 22. Paying for our doctor's office at the back. Of course, the focal point of this place is the school and the market, so looking good. And then we've just dotted around trees and other kind of nice amenities and decorations to make the place look a little bit nicer. Speaking of, actually, there was a comment from somebody, I can't remember who, not going to name and shame, that said, oh, putting down the same ornament doesn't affect houses if it's the exact same one. That is false. Putting down the same ornament definitely does. Don't know if there's a reduced effect or not, because it doesn't tell you the amount it's supposed to give, but I did a test in between episodes where I basically just put one down, and I watched this grow up again, and then I put another one down, and it kept going up. So it is true, you can keep putting down as many of the same ornament you want, it seems to be just fine. In fact, I haven't tested this and I don't really even want to. Some people on stream told me you can build 2 markets and generate twice the amount of income. I don't know if that's true, but that's a little cheesy for me, so I'm not going to be doing that. But if you're struggling, I suppose you could try it. Okay, so that's kind of the residential part of the town. We of course have our wagon shop, our root cellar, and our smokehouse. We'll have a look at this later, but someone also mentioned you might want to have more than just one. That could be true, but I don't think food is going to waste right now, so I don't actually think we need to, but I could check that. Then we've got our industry on the right side of the town. Compost, stockyard, cemetery. And then we have our sawmill, kind of basket shops, cobblers, tannery, that kind of thing. Further out to the east, we've just extended the wall all the way down to the lake. And then we have a little bit of foraging and gathering and fishing out this way. Same goes for west of the town. We then go up this curved road towards our 2 farms. One of which is growing, like I said, our first batch of wheat. We're also building our first granary in order to store that wheat. And then we have our clay pit and a temporary shelter being stocked with food for everyone working in there. The other farm is currently fallow, but it's just kind of being worked on until we can get the weeds and rockiness level down, start planting something else. And then of course we have our barn animals down here in our barn, and just basically the expanded wall all the way along the south of the town, expanding out towards our sand pit, where we're also building a temporary shelter so that food can just be delivered here. And it's almost done, just needs a bit more planks. Planks was a bit of a bottleneck last time, so what we should do right away is get building our second sawmill. I had just previously flattened the terrain here. So let's go to resources, saw pit, and slam it down. And that should get working soon enough. We've also got our storage cart here loaded up with something like 264 logs. I'm going to say stop putting stuff in that now. Unfortunately, you cannot dump those resources into another building. It just doesn't work that way. I don't know why. You're just not allowed to do it. It might be to prevent you microing too heavily, moving things around manually yourself by loading and unloading. They probably wanted to avoid that kind of tedious micromanagement. I guess the aim of the game is trying to get people moving around efficiently, having things close by so everyone's not traveling too far. So I think that's kind of why they've done that. But what we could do is kind of micro it and get around it a little bit by having 2 storage carts that rotate themselves. So we could build one just somewhere out here, send it out this way, and then we can start gathering wood, rotate that back in when this one's empty. And that way, that kind of works, right? That way no one has to go too far to get what they need. Or you could load up very specific things like rocks and bring them maybe into the town if you're adding a lot of rocks or upgrading houses or whatever the case might be. Alrighty, I think that's basically it. Oh yeah, we'd actually built an arborist, but I forgot to plant trees. So let's get doing that now. So we can move the ring around this. This is for planting like apple trees, pear trees, and peach. And it says September to October, June to August, September to October. I don't know if the yields are different, we'll just plant a bit of everything. I reckon 12 of everything would probably be good. So we'll start off with the apple trees. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. And then just another 6 along like this to make it look kind of like a nice orchard, a nice row. Next up, we'll get the peaches. Same situation. And thinking about it, we might be short 1 for the pears, but let's see. And then we'll just get pears. And I'll build a fence around this in case there's any roaming animals that might be trying to eat our fruit. We can move the circle a little bit further out. I'm sure they'll get that though. Let's just leave it there. So yeah, actually, just while we're here in the screen, might as well go with the defenses. Nope, walls and roads. And just put a little fence around this one. So we'll do a fence to there. We'll do a fence along this way. Is this a fence? Yeah, I don't see it though. Okay. Alright, good. So there we go, fenced in. It shouldn't look as weird as the other fence does by the barn. Another thing I had noticed, and I just seen on my stream previously that I haven't used yet, is an apiary. And they're actually pretty good. They're very small, and nobody works this building. It's a little thing I didn't know about it. It actually just gathers honey and wax, and someone has to come by and collect it. And it generates more when it's placed in between like gardens and stuff. So it's perfect to have like in between these like houses down here, and maybe another one like somewhere up here or something. 61% there, 70% here. Yeah, just put it at the back of the doctor's. Why not? In case anyone gets stung. Perfect. Get 2 of those, and we'll just build up honey and wax. We could always sell it if we don't need it, but if we do, we can use it for making beer. You don't make mead in the game, but you can make beer, and it requires honey. And then later on, wax and stuff I think can be used for candles and stuff like that. All right, I reckon we're good to let time play. Let's go. Another thing we wanted to focus on, people were saying comment-wise that we want to get defenses going, because I do expect a raid to come in fairly soon. And we've got 16 people not doing anything. I reckon with the hunters we have, we could probably beat the next raid. We've got like 3, and then we have the town center. The good thing with the situation at the moment is, if people want to come into the town, I guess if they come from this side, they might ravage a few buildings. But basically, everything they'd want is here. The gold is here, and our trader house is there, and our stockyard is even here. Like all the stuff where we've got good items, and even the cart is here. So they'll have to come into the town, so the town center will largely defend us. But that being said, they could still like attack buildings and destroy them and set us back a bit. So I will focus on defense pretty soon, but just it'll be maybe next year in game. All right, let's speed time up, as we have a lot of building projects to do. The next thing then is going to be to expand out this way. What is that? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Literally just as, oh man, that's karma in a way. Well, I didn't really do anything bad, but it's just funny to say like, oh, we'll put it off till next year. Then they're like, well, okay then. 11 raiders sighted. Where are they? Oh my god, they're coming in this way. We need to get inside now. Get everyone inside now. So let's ring that town bell, and let's get our hunters together and see if we can do this. So we have Sertorius butchering some meat. Let's get him to the town center. Let's get Ciro, wherever he is, to the town center as well. And then there was one out here, which I think I've just told to move in anyway, but in case not, there he is. Oh, can he make it in? Let's see. So I'll just click to go in there as well. Let's follow Deming. Oh my god, I don't think he's going to make it. Oh no, he's not. Well, he can come in right behind them actually, so... did the other person get in? No. And they seem to be leaving us alone. So you know what, just move over here for a sec. We'll bring Deming in a second. Oh, one of them is chasing actually. Just one. That's perfect. Deming can take him out, right? They can both fight. Finish him off. See you later. Right, Deming, you stay out here. That's 1 down. That's a raid of 11. 10 to go. And who was the other guy that helped you? Holbrick. Hero. Okay, are other hunters up here yet? One of them is here, and one's here. For some reason, they've already got a little bit of low health. Not too sure why. And also, people, can you just, like, go to the town center? I just don't want you getting killed. And we'll just have to micro these guys. Right, they're in. Deming will come up from behind now. It actually says he's attacking, which is kind of perfect. Just bring him in, kind of micro him just a little bit. They're going to be going for that gold. Someone's just dropped poop on the ground. Great tactic. Make him slip. Hey, don't be a hero. How many times do I have to tell these people? Deming's coming in from behind. Right, our boys are here. Ciro. And the towers are firing 3 arrows straight out. Let's attack. Boom, nailed. Alright. Let's just bring in any one of these. Just tell Deming to go up there and attack. Once he can start firing, he will. I've actually just lost where they are. Damn, why'd you go into actual combat? I think they'll be okay. Look at them cutting everybody down. Deming to stay at the back and get anyone that's retreating, maybe. Don't know who to go for. I suppose they don't seem to be bothered by the hunters, but we could just go for the ones that are running at towards the stockyard. The trading post, sorry. Because they're going to start stealing stuff. So you get him. It kind of like defaults to a different person as well. There we go. So everyone's... I mean, this is pretty easy, actually. Even easier than I thought it would be. Boom. Nailed. Is that it? That's it. Done. But it's because we brought our hunters back, in fairness. Although this town hall is just super powerful. I mean, 3 or 4 hours out at a time. Until we get a rate of like 20 or 30, I think we're going to be okay. So let's see. 11 came in. 11 were killed. No villagers were killed. No buildings destroyed. Well, 1 building destroyed, but it's just the gate. That's okay by me. All right, not bad. Not bad. We're set for another little while then. Let's just rebuild that. And there we go. All right, sweet. That wasn't too bad. I could have gone a lot worse if we weren't... Well, actually, probably not. You know, it seems like the town center was going to kill them. But sometimes they do get in. They grab a little bit of gold and they just dash for it. And they take 300 with them at a time. So all it takes is 1 to get in there and get away. All right, so they're cutting down that tree. We're also building another cart there. And the second... getting a lot of sickness, actually. And the second sawmill. So let's just speed up time. Keep things on the move. We should also set... Oh, the granary is done now. Nice. That's fine. We'll set that next year to see how this harvest of wheat's going to come in. The max yield, 1,364. Hopefully we don't lose any. And they're working their way out there, chopping the trees and planting new ones. And some of them have already been planted. Looking good. They've got apples on them already. I think it does take quite a while though, right? Yeah, you click the tree and then we can see fertility, production capacity, and tree maturity. Lifespan in months, 779. Wow. Alright, cool. Food stocks are a little low. We'll get on top of that, don't worry. Villagers stricken with cholera. Now, we have a doctor, so we should be fine for healing people. What does this say, by the way? Doesn't it tell you how many people have been cured? There we go. Patients healed this year. 171? So everyone's been sick twice? Patients healed last year, 112. We've only got 96. Bit of dirt going around, I guess. Maybe cleanliness is low. I mean, they have medicine themselves. I don't know what the squalor levels are, if we could check that. Alright, things are looking good. I'm just kind of waiting for some of those jobs to be done before we assign new ones. Of course, we have a work camp out here where people are gathering wood. We're also going to be waiting for a trader. Remember, we've stocked the trader with quite a lot, actually, so looking forward to them coming back. Let's also increase the desirability of a few of those houses. Like I said, all we need is the same kind of ornaments that we've got, or we could go with even cheaper ornaments. Because this one this one costs 15 gold, but it's pretty good, and we can use it somewhere else again in the future. So the desirability will go up from 24 to 27, it looks like, or maybe 26. So that was 24. We'll see what it is when it gets done. Wrapping 2 more gardens in it. Because yeah, our birth rates and stuff is sort of stagnated, but out here is where we're going to build a nice big road. We're going to start chopping all these trees, build a school, and then start building a town around this, and then kind of either move people or start reorganizing this town. I saw people say, don't get rid of the curved roads, you know, it makes the place look natural, and I agree, but as we urbanize, we are going to become a little bit more grid-like, a little bit, not to the extreme. Outer roads and stuff that goes around, like lakes and things like that, they'll remain curved, and maybe some areas around, you know. But this one, I feel like that's going to have to change. But we'll see, we'll see. I'll try to keep them if I can. I want to obviously make the towns look good, and not too, like, game-looking, you know. I want them to look organic and natural, I suppose. Alright, so this one is done, and it has everything toggled on, which is kind of annoying, but we'll just turn off loads of things. Just turn off a bunch of these things, and then we can ferry them in. Oh my god, it's so annoying that you have to do this manually, that you can't just do categories, but I think if we do this, it'll be okay. But they're after storing, like, arrows and things in here, you know? They just store whatever. Whereas all I want stored in this is really... This is just construction, moving construction material around, just to make life a little easier where we want to build. And where we want to harvest. Alright, next time I make one of those, I'll do that in between episodes, but there we go. So stone and wood, that's really it. Oh, and I guess keep planks, and that's fine. Right, so we'll just tell this then to move out here. We'll start harvesting out there soon. Villagers are being cured left, right, and center. They're loving life. Still waiting on the second sawmill to be done. We have 300 logs. Can we put a priority on that, please? Cholera again. Cholera is an infection spread through contaminated water that causes violent vomiting and diarrhea. Recovery chances are good if the afflicted are provided with clean water. Well, they should be. Everyone's got clean water. They're not drinking from lakes or anything. They have their well water, which is basically filtered. Alright, this is in place. It's been built now finally. Good. And so we're just coming up to winter. So how did that batch go? We harvested 1,023. Okay, that's pretty good. Over 1,000 wheat, and that should be stored in the new granary. Excellent. We then have our vegetables being stored out here. Excellent as well. And this one is to store mostly meat. I guess they can store greens and root vegetables too, because they do get some from out here now. So they don't want them walking too far to do that. So that'll just be the stuff they kind of find. And I suppose berries also. Good. Did I put those down? There they are. Yeah, they're not done yet. The apiaries to start getting some honey and things like that. And how's the sand mines going? Alright, they're operational. Alright, so they have this out here. A cart will automatically deliver stuff out here. We're getting our... Let's just put 3 people on that. This one's full up. And then we can add it to the soil. So we want to bring this up somewhere about there at least. This is almost about to be the next year as well, so we'll just schedule, you know, about 80 sand to be delivered to both of these. So, what do we want? So, this year was wheat. We'll go with wheat for this crop next year, but we should also, we're constantly clearing it out early on, so just clear it out one more time, put wheat in there, then maybe we'll rotate around something else. Moderate amounts of dried beans, moderate amounts of food in the form of dried beans, isn't even for peas. Why does it say that for both? That can't be right. Pea. Yeah, peas yield moderate amount of food in the form of dried beans. Okay. I guess they're just including them as the same thing. And then these are in the category of root vegetables, and these are in the category of greens, I guess. Maybe we could go with leeks. Frost tolerance and heat tolerance is pretty good. Crop yield is quite good. Weed suppression, not great. Fertility dependence, 10 out of 10. So yeah, it's a good one to have. Put it somewhere in the middle, I guess. Well, I suppose we could do 2 things. We're also going to need another set of work in the field, so we'll pop that out here as well. Alright, just to get it started, and then we'll put a proper crop rotation into it. Yeah, food stocks are kind of low because this time we took the grain in. We're not actually able to eat it yet. We obviously need a mill, so that's going to be another building we have to get. I guess I'll just wait. So this area is done. We have to build up the fences. That's going to require logs. This is staying down here to deliver logs down this way. This one can load up on logs. It's already got 24. Yeah, so when it gets just a tiny bit more, I'll send that north and we could do the fence then, help them with the fence. And basically this area needs to be all cleared now. It's mostly scheduled to be cleared. Good. Alrighty, how's it looking? Freezing temps, moderate breeze. 300 wood in storage. Most of it out here, 278, so the sawmills can get cracking. We've got 3 people in there. Population-wise, how are we looking? 9. How's the desirability, by the way? It's at 27 down here. So let's see if we can... Oh, the other one's not built yet, that's why. Okay, cool. This one's upgrading already. This one should upgrade when they get their planks. We just have that shortage of planks all the time. $40 clay left before we can kind of dismantle that mine and maybe move it to one of these 2 deposits. There's also a deposit out there. Are you taking any sand back in? Surprisingly, no. There's 20 in storage here. They might just pick it up and deliver it to the farms manually. So another thing we want to get building now is a road. Let's just slow time down back to normal speed. Going all along the kind of perimeter of the wall. Just continuing, I guess, all the way up there. And then we can kind of pick and choose where we want to put the school and stuff. We're going to have to build up a lot more planks for that. Is there any, no market trader yet either? So in the market, we currently have 50 baskets, 50 shoes, 10 crude weapons. That would have been good to actually give out to people. We'll wait until we get a barracks. And almost 50 clothes. There's no shoes in storage, so I feel like people are going to be lacking shoes for a while. But we'll just cap it at 50, so that then they're okay. We have that heavy tool, so we want to get building the mill and start getting a bakery down. Bakery actually raises... what's it called? Desirability quite significantly, so that's good. There we go, you can start building that, can you? Start making that garden. Good. Yeah, people are getting sick a lot. I'm a bit worried about that. We also probably need to get a rat catcher soon, because having a granary means that a lot of your stuff can be stolen. Things are good though. I'm pretty happy with the progress of everything. We've got a lot of trees out here that could be harvested too, that are growing back. I suppose we'll wait until they grow fully. Interestingly, I think anyway, the work camp, you can say only get mature trees, where if you're harvesting manually, they get everything. So if you want to kind of wait until you can get a bigger yield from trees, maybe wait a couple of years and then do a harvest, or have a work camp that only has, you know, it's basically what I'm saying, it's more efficient to have work camps, because it seems like they, you know, they don't harvest baby trees, saplings. So we've had our first birth. 1 per year. Our population is up to 4, so it's not all male, and it is milk. It turns out. So that's good. Your livestock are hungry and haven't eaten anything. Well, let them graze. Let them graze. Let them out here and be fine. Yeah, I love to see it. That's a big investment. That the amount of meat you get from these is really huge later on. So looking forward to it. 16 left, that's almost done. We'll have a bunch of people not doing anything then. So let's check the desirability. 30, boom. Apology accepted. They just need their 2 types of food and then they'll upgrade. And does that mean it's just this one left that needs... So they need a couple of gardens as well. Again, we could give them something a bit nicer. Maybe... Small garden, is there room in here? There's room for 3. Let's go with... And there's room even at the front. Now, I'll just keep using the same ones for now, and then we can move these out later. That should raise it up to 30. And that should be all homesteads then. And what I can do then is literally move their houses if I wanted to, and then reorder this place to be a bit more organized. Don't know if I'll go that route or just literally expand and build a second town and just keep the old town. I imagine people want me to do that. So maybe I'll do that instead. They're begging for a road out this way, so let's give them one. Just bring it up to here actually, because I'm not sure how the other farm is going to be laid out here, because we're going to build another one right around this area. 900 grain. Is that what they're storing in here? They're actually eating vegetables and milk, so I don't know where the other grain is going. In fact, I just want to make sure... Oh, there's a trader now. Let's just turn off storing grain in here, just... Excuse me, to make sure that they don't. Alright, we've got a trader. We've got Scorv the Butcher. And he is buying our honey, potentially, at an increased rate, actually, which would be good. Beer, iron ingots, tools, clothes, and herbs. But don't really want to be selling any of that. Does he have anything for me? He has willow that we could buy, crossbows as well, which are really good. And you can't actually make them. You can only ever buy them, as far as I know. But no, not really anything that I'm willing to purchase. It's interesting, meat being sold at a very cheap rate. So maybe we could just buy in some meat and smoke it. Seeing as we're kind of touch and go for food. Maybe we can get, I don't know. I think the buy thing doesn't work, right? 150? Yeah, that doesn't work. 1 per meat is pretty good, actually. So just buy and transfer that. Make a little deal. We're making money, so I'm okay doing that. Our road is done. Looking good. And then how are they doing? And how's the fence? The fence is down. Almost fully down. They're probably traveling quite a long ways to build that, but oh well. Oh well. What can you do? Literally nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Sick residents. Typhoid. Doctors working overtime. People seeking medicine in here. They have their herbs and meat. We don't produce soap or anything or purchase soap. Don't know if they'd use soap until they get bigger houses, but you could buy some. Will we try that? Buy a little bit. We've only got 100 gold, so we'll just buy 9 bits of soap. Buy and transfer. Who knows? Maybe they'll use it. I thought they needed to have bigger homes before they start using things like that. Alright, we're on triple speed again. Year 11. Planting our turnips. Adding our sand to the soil mixture to hopefully bring up that fertility a little bit. It's obviously crop dependent, but still. I'm trying to build up the birth rate. So the birth rates are a bit low because there's not really room in the houses to expand too much. And then the immigration rate's a little bit low because happiness is down. Some people want furniture. Cleanliness is at 98%. I don't know if that's because we just brought in the soap. And then food at 50%. So I think food is our little bit of an issue there. I'm surprised though, because yeah, well, I guess it's just the more people, more mouths to feed. With the second farm going, I think we'll be making good food again. And we should get a third farm soon enough as well, once we're done kind of gathering all this last bit. How many people are out here then, profession-wise? 13. 8 people can be building. Alright. Yeah, so I think it might be time to start looking at where we place our next school as the centerpiece of the next town and start expanding out that way. That's kind of what the goal I had in mind was. Our planks are kind of increasing now. We're at 30% there. They're at 32% over here. So that's all the houses now have the desirability. It's just about giving them food variety to enable them to build up any more than that. So yeah, let's start just laying out these things then. So I suppose we'll have a look at amenities and housing. We'll go with a school. And the school is a really big radius, so it's got to be somewhere like maybe out here. Maybe something like that. I reckon pop it right down there. Then we need housing and things around that. So we just let time play. I can actually disable construction, maybe use this area as a sort of a blueprint for a while. It might not be a bad idea, actually. Never really did that before. Sort of a way to blueprint and then just toggle on the things when you have the construction material over there. Not a bad idea at all. In fact, let's say to this, I want you to load up with planks. Yeah, you can store planks. I'm going to tell this one to not store planks. And this doesn't store planks either. So hopefully they'll put planks in there and we can just ship it right out. And get building a bit quicker. A little micro-intensive doing that, but it should allow for this entire area to be built a bit better. And also we have wooden logs here already. So we can move this camp now. It's going to relocate it out somewhere here. And they can start chopping the trees out this way. Alright, good. So, outside the front of the school, I want a little plaza to look beautiful. And then I want a couple of trees, maybe the maple trees, out the front. And then we're going to have roads go either side of it. We'll leave a gap all the way around it, though. So 2 big, like, main kind of roads. They could join onto that curved road eventually if we wanted to as well. I'll let them build the roads. They don't really need to build these things yet. Alright, nice. So that's where the school will go. And then we'll have groups of houses, and then we also need... So that will be a road going across, right? This way. So let's see what we can fit in here. Housing. So we can fit just 1. Obviously we can expand out in future and have 2. Yeah, so let's go with 1 on each side, and then eventually we'll have another one out there, but we can put gardens there temporarily or something. To make it a bit offset, maybe we'll do this then. It'll be in the way of that road. That's okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just to make it look a little bit different. Can't put that down because the thing's in the way, I guess. Yeah, we'll make gaps where we can. Something like that. We're going to need a market probably at the back of this one too. So is that a house there? I'm going to leave a gap of 2. So that's going to be another house there. Gap, gap, done. Okay, cool. Alright, big housing expansion. So we've got the logs here, so we might as well let them construct that stuff. 5 villagers just graduated. Nice. Okay, cool. And this is going to be gardens and maybe a fountain, right? It's going to be what they need. And then they need a market as well. So let's go market somewhere right at the back of the school. And then I guess they need just that well. So the well could go in here, maybe, or even at the back of these ones somewhere, because there's much more water over this way, I guess. Yeah, they're going to be quite far in terms of like the water bonus is 65%. It's really like a parched piece of terrain out there. But they need one, so I mean, it's 45%. It's not a great bonus, but it will sustain people for a little bit. So basically, what I want is gardens in this area here. So garden, well, and then more gardens and things like that. And then this one, these guys can have their own well as well. All right, cool. Are they too close to each other? Actually, it does tell you. Maybe I'll wait for that one to be built. It highlights blue when it's too close. Oh, it's highlighting blue right now, so I guess that means it already knows. Okay, that's good. Alright, well, let's just let them crack on with that. Not much else to do down there. We'll look back when we need to. These houses should be all ready to be upgraded. They just need to get their different batches of food. And then we can kind of shift around this road. It's going to have to change. And then we also need another farm out here. So farmers will till the land and clear the area rather than builders. So let's just start that on its journey now. So let's bring it down to about there. Alright, cool. Good. Alright, things are looking good. Let's just speed up time a bit more while everyone gets to work. Have we loaded this up with planks yet? For some reason, no. There are 35 planks here in storage. I'm hoping once they start filling it up. What about here? There's 45 in storage. Start loading into this thing. They can't load anywhere else, so I'm hoping that they do that. It has it toggled on, so... And then, of course, they're splitting logs as well for firewood. Firewood's good. Everything's good. Lots of clay. In fact, this is done now. So let's take everyone off that job and just salvage the building. Good. And we'll start working on the next clay deposit. I'm going to work on this one because it's actually smaller than this one. And this one is obviously in the middle of a farm. I don't know if that matters, actually, thinking about it. What would that look like? So resources, clay pit. Could you just build it in the middle of the farm? Oh, weird. I guess you can. The cows will just move around it. Like, surely you'd think that would affect their grazing, and it might do. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. So we can eventually clear that. So let's pause construction of this one as well. And let's just move this out of the way. Let that other house get built as well. So we're up to a capacity of 180 now. I mean, that's massive. So we should maybe see some immigration happening soon enough. Can't really sustain that many people coming in, though, food-wise. So we'd have to just immediately start putting them to work and everything. But I need a lot of builders. Let's go with 12 builders. 14 people on gathering. We're still harvesting out this way, right? Yep. We can harvest down here soon enough and up here as well. Attacked by predator. Deming. Oh my god, he's almost dead. Oh shit. That boar is almost dead though. Please guys, someone else get in there and kill him. He's gonna run into his thing, is he? There we go. Good job, man. Deming the hunter. Almost dead. 10% health. It's just come up a bit more now. Wonder will he get that? Now that's just lying right there. Let's just put this just there, just in case it doesn't. But it's in his range now. That was a close one. That was a close one. Also, someone commented that, I think it might have been the same person that said the thing about the gardens, that they don't automatically hunt boar. You have to manually click them. That doesn't seem to be true. Alright, cool. All is quiet. This place is very urban indeed, but at least their desirability should be really high once they get their different things built. Wonder, can you say, like, nobody live... Oh, people are living here already. Wow. Does that mean they've moved out of this area? I guess adults will move into houses, won't they? So they can have kids and stuff. Fair enough. Let them live here. I guess we're doing it this way. So yeah, they have their well. This well is run dry. 32. Well, that's just because we just built it. It takes a while to get going. This well doesn't have anything actually. I think they're far enough apart. Villager cured. Alright, just trying to think what else we need. Oh, I guess we can commission... Can we get this to be brought over yet? Yay, we've got 16 planks. We just need more planks than that. I mean, we don't need to. We can start building anyway, but it'd be nice to have it done that way. And how's our little orchard? Look at this. It looks great. We've got a few other trees in there, though, that I'm not too happy about. If I clicked harvest, what would happen? Just those ones would go away. Yeah, that's good. Fine by me. Clear the orchard just to make it look nice. She's building the fence out there. Good on her. Another thing people have been asking me to do is move these berry bushes together. I did group like 6 of them. Granted, not many. The hawthorn can't be moved, those icons, so we just have to wait to find berry bushes and bring them in. New villagers are immigrating, so we've got 104 people. We're working on the next farm also. Good. And yeah, oh yeah, that's what these people are going to need also actually. Maybe we can fit it right down here, a baker. And a pub at some point. So, amenities and services, we'll go with, sorry, food production. We have to build our mill and a bakery. So we can put the bakery down here, slots in. Be nice to actually have it right opposite the school. Maybe I'll be a little cheeky and move this house back a bit. And then we'll stick the baker right in front of the school, more central to everything too. The other one is the pub, so the pub could go right next to it. Would that look weird? Just all this? No, I think it'd be fine. Everything all together like that. I'm a bit worried that they say they've no water. Storage is empty. Maybe they are too close to each other. I mean, I thought it said that they aren't. And there's obviously... So where are the other wells, I guess? So we've got one there. One there. Yeah, they're not too close to each other, because if they were, this one would be blue as well. See, if I put this here, they're both blue on the left and right. So that's blue and that's blue. That means this one would be too close. If you move it out here, they become green, which is actually just an effect of desirability that doesn't mean anything. As long as they're not blue, it means they're not too close. So you could even go there, have another one. Maybe we'll just push one somewhere down here then. 62% bonus. Just leave it there for a while. Hopefully they'll use that and gather, see how it goes. Because this is all going to change and move around, but not right now. Builders are busy doing other things. Is there room then for other houses along here? There actually isn't. So we could actually split these and put more gardens and stuff in between maybe. We'll do that later. Don't need to be doing that now. We've got more than enough houses and things to worry about. Alright, so I think you can stop harvesting this area. That's fine. We have the work camps getting stuff. We've got plenty of wood now, loads of stone. This work camp is doing just wood, which is fine by me. The other ones, we don't have a work camp out there. There's stone out here, so we can make a work camp there maybe. Alright, good. So how much wood do we have in this now? 41. Still not really that much. We'll just start moving it out now then. And rotate this one back in. Let them store planks. Alright, good. Little exchanges on the go. And then we'll do construction enabled. Let all of this get built again. There was a trader, wasn't there, actually? I think I did miss him. Oh well, whatever. Cool. Let them all build that, and that'll boost desirability massively in this area. Not that it really matters too much early on, but we'll also start getting some taxes from them, so money should start coming up quite a bit. It's strange that they haven't got their 2 types of food. Really, it's like we're not producing, I guess, enough meat for everybody. And how's the smokehouse doing? The smokehouse has never been, like, backed up. You know, there's room for more meat to be distributed into here. And they produced 435 last year, 450 last year, smoked meat and fish. So seemingly we don't need another one, right? As long as they're still going and they're not, like, meat isn't spoiling, I don't think. Unless we're storing raw meat here. We are storing raw meat there. And raw meat here. Okay, maybe we do need another smokehouse then. Let's just build another one. See if that helps. Food production. Smokehouse. Just put another one right there. Alright, so this is here now. It's used all of its logs immediately, or its planks. Cool. Alright. Town's coming along really nicely, I think. I'm really happy with it. I feel like progress has slowed down dramatically, though. We've got room for almost double the population now. We've also almost finished setting up this farm. It is now winter. We're still giving birth 1 per year. Population of 4. It might increase next year, though, as we get more and more. 2 new villagers born, crops ready for assignment. Oh, there we go. They finished it just on the cusp of winter. Awesome. Good job. So yeah, this year we can just start clearing it, making it a bit better, bringing the weeds and rocks down. Might just do that maybe here as well, and then they can start making wheat. So year 3, they'll make wheat. This is making wheat, though, year 3? Okay. So they don't need to do that then. I'll figure that out as time goes on. What about this one? So year 2, we're making just leeks, and we're still removing the weeds on this one. This one's at 63 fertility, 12% weeds. Fertility's going to come up when we give it this. And then turnips and peas, then carrots and wheat. Okay. I think everything's fine. And do we have enough farmers assigned to all of this? Let's just check, just to make sure that that is correct. Farmer 9. Yeah, so 3 on each field. Okay, sounds good to me. And we seem to have more than enough wheat anyway. We've got 900 in storage. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. We need to build the mill. So the mill I was just going to put somewhere out here. This temporary shelter can move because don't think they're actually supplying anyone with anything. They were here for the camp, the mining camp, and they were also here for the work camp on the outskirts. So we could relocate this. There's already one out that way. Probably going to build it somewhere out here then. And we can get cracking on a work camp out this way in future. So we'll just pop it down here. Set exploration to go out there. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about the low water, man. It's a kind of a concern. So terrain water bonus 62, seasonal water bonus 27, nearby well penalty 0. Oh, so it actually tells you right there. Nearby well penalty 0. 0 and 0. Okay. Nearby well penalty 0 and 0. So what's going on? All of the wells have run dry. Really? Okay. Well, let's put some more down in really water-rich areas then. There's no penalty putting one down here. And it's not given to crops or anything like that, so... Hang on, was that too close to that one? I don't think it was, but just to be sure. So it's not highlighting blue, it's highlighting green, and there's an 82% bonus here, so if you have to walk into the swamp to gather a bit of water, go for it. And how many people are in here? Let's get more people working on clay all the time. Not that we really need it, but I just want to get rid of the deposits more than anything. Alright, we're coming up to year 12. That was only 2 years, God. And how many people do we have not doing anything? 14. Okay. So the school and the market is now built. This is generating 16 gold. Now when we increase its radius, eventually these houses should be within its grasp. But granted, maybe not the best idea putting them down there right now, because they're not going to really get anything. They're basically freeloaders, so I might move them. I think it'd be a good idea to do so. So I said I was going to leave a gap in between these ones. Maybe just a smaller gap to make it different than the other side. Yeah, and they can have gardens at the front. Actually, they'd look nice. Yeah, this would be cool. It'll be like a little estate, but it'll be the houses will be pushed in and pushed out and stuff, and there'll be some of them might have gardens at the front, some at the back, that kind of thing. Should look a little bit broken up, just a bit. All right, we have 10 months of food. 5 of it will go off, but like I said, it's not really a problem. This is smoking, and this is smoking. So as long as they're both doing jobs, actually, then I guess they are working on stuff just fine. If one of them ever goes idle, then I'll know that we have too many, right? And you can check, I suppose, in here, food, and then you can go protein, fish, meat, smoked fish and meat. So how much are we producing? Smoked fish, 818, 736. See, I don't know what the limit is. I suppose what you could do is it 1-to-1? That would really tell me, right? So we bring in 15 and 15 come out. All right, so that would be a good way to tell. So it's 1-to-1. So then all we have to do is look at protein. We produced 966 fish and 2,000 meat, basically, but we only smoked half of that. So yeah, having 2 now should allow us to smoke. We want to smoke all of it, right? Also, interestingly, we did import 150. What I don't really get is it says produced, consumed, so we left 500. 169 meat did spoil. And I don't know what happened to the rest of it. I guess we still have it maybe in storage, so it hasn't ticked over yet. I guess the year isn't done, maybe. Could be part of it. Does the statistics say last year? For the last 12 months? Okay, I guess some of it still is just... hasn't been consumed, is in storage. Like, we produced it, hasn't been consumed, but it hasn't spoiled either. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, good call then on the extra smokehouse. Good call. Good way of checking those things then in future, just to check the rates on these things. How much are we really wasting? I might, in between episodes, study it a bit harder, and then I can give you my learnings in the next one, anything I found out. I still haven't done much in the way of defenses or anything. That's desirability out here. We're slowly getting it up to about 30 as well. They're all surrounding the market now. Good. Obviously not many people live here. I'm really concerned about the water situation. It's slowly filling up again. But it's like, yeah, we're consuming it as quick as we get it. I'll have to see. Was there no animals born? There we go. Livestock animal born. Nice. 3 new villagers born and 4 have immigrated. Someone mentioned, by the way, with the immigration situation, they were like, oh man, in 70 years, you're just going to have a collapse because you took in like 100 people. That could be true, you know. People will start dying out, but obviously you're getting immigration all the time. Unless everyone literally died the same month, I don't think it's a problem. And then obviously then they'll have kids and some of those will fill the roles, so I think it'll be okay. I could be wrong though, I don't know, but it seems fine to me. So they're still working on this, right? Yeah, they're fine. Did we get our first harvest? Oh no, sorry, it's just because it's spring. Yeah. So tree maturity is 30%. Production capacity, so we do get a little bit off them. Just a tiny bit. So that's good. We can start getting some fruits in. That's another food type, right, for the diet. So basically the food diet comes down to fruit, veg, and protein. I don't think there's any more than that. Oh, there's also then, I guess, like beer and stuff. I don't know if it counts as a food type. I don't think so. That they might need later. But to get us to the next stage, we need to provide 3. So now we should be providing vegetables, we'll be providing meat, and also now fruit. So they should be able to level up even further once we build up our town center to the next stage. To get the town center to the next stage, we need 125 population and 25 homesteads, which we've done. So we've toggled all 3 of those. We'll need 100 planks, 100 clay, and 1,200 gold. Now we're making a really good amount of gold right now, but not quite enough to get us there. We'll have to use the trader, obviously, to sell excess and buy different things. So we have a trader just arriving right now. They're buying soap at an inflated price. They're buying planks at an inflated price, but we kind of need it. I'm not going to waste it. They also are buying shoes, but at a regular price. Not going to sell when it's just a regular price. Want to wait until someone comes by. I'm not desperate for it, so I'll wait until someone comes by with at least above average. Not regular, not average. But what are they selling? What could we buy from them? Flour? Bricks? Bricks are actually pretty good. Can you level up a market? You can if we bought 50 bricks, and the money that comes from there is doubled. So let's see, how much would 50 bricks cost me? It's at below average price. So it's 13. Let me just work that out really quickly because I can't queue it up without any money in the thing. So 13 times 50 is 650. Okay, maybe I will. Oh yeah, we could sell these at 13, so it's almost like a 1-to-1 exchange. It is, actually. We've got 50. We can sell these at 30. Or, yes. There we go. 650. Nice. That just worked out. So, we could obviously get more money for them, but just to be lazy and get these bricks in right now and do an upgrade, we'll sell all of our shoes, 50 shoes for 13 apiece. That gives us 650, and then we'll exchange that essentially for 50 bricks. And we'll use the 50 bricks to do an upgrade of one of our markets. There we go. Buy and transfer. Pleasure. Pleasure doing business with you, Beldar. Peddler. And then we can do an upgrade here. Once they're transferred in, boom, upgrade. Love to see it. Doubles our money, basically. And what we can check just really quickly while we're doing that. So an upgrade, it gives you additional workers so more grocers can do the same thing. Additional income increases the work area and increased desirability. Maybe arguably could have done that one instead, but this one's going to be the one making all the money first, so. Good use of the market there, I think. Good example. How's it going, guys? This place is stocked with food. Sandpit's doing its thing. That's going to be worked for a long time. We don't need that much of it, so I don't want to put like loads of people on it. And they're clearing the weeds here. So let's just have a look at this. 63 fertility. It is a bit low. Failed to begin planting? That's not good. I don't think anyone's working this farm. There are some bugs with people working these things, so let's just... That's really annoying. Let's move that out. Okay. So assign 3 people to it now. So it's queued up. Hopefully they'll work it. The bug I've seen with farms specifically is when you're expanding the field, but we haven't done that. Okay, they're there now, right? 8 people want to arrive. Yep, absolutely. Bring them in. They're milling about not doing anything. I think they might be foragers. Don't know. What's your job? Wandering, unable to work, a laborer. I'll give you something to do. Unable to work or unwilling? Let's be honest. So it seems like this is working, even though I don't see them, but I'm sure it's working. Alright, so yeah, let's give people stuff to do. Could it be worth building a little stockyard out here to load up with wood so they don't carry it too far back? It might not be a terrible idea. Let's go storage. A stockyard. Again, we could do the carts. Actually, the cart is probably fine. Let's just do the cart. Yeah, let's bring this in here and tell them to harvest a bunch of stuff around this area. Alright, good. Might be a good idea to build maybe a gateway. Alright, nice. So we're up to 121 people. That's going to be a strain on food, but with 3 farms almost on the go now, I think we're keeping up with it, just about. And then we'll have to start venturing out a bit further. Oh yeah, I forgot about this area here. Really, another like swamp area where there's lots of willow and lots of herbs and things. I wonder, how's our basket making doing? There is willow stored here. 21 produced last year and 19 produced last year, so that seems fine. If I just check how much willow do we actually have in the bank? We don't have any stored, so that makes me a little concerned. Like, could we just have one basket maker? They're making, they're stocking, they're making, they're making. Well, it seems fine to me then. As long as they're all doing something that I don't catch them being idle. I'm sure it's okay, because they're getting willow out here. 4 villagers have just arrived, 2 have been born. We're up to 127. So that population is going to really start just exploding now with all these extra houses here. Villagers stricken with typhoid. Oh yeah, look at this place. Could build a little road along this river as well, actually. Or along the lake, I guess. Little lake trail. I love the kind of fork in the road we have here. That won't change. I love it too much. It would be tempted to kind of bring it down from here, but I guess there's no reason to. It's fine. So what about you guys? You're both driving wagons. It might be time to get another one of those soon. Love hearing the sound of everyone shopping. And that cart should be on its way out now. If it's not here already. It's over there, right? So hard to see, but it is there. Let's just put it right there. Alright, good. Yeah, things are looking great. Oh, the barn can even upgrade. The barn upgrade is relatively cheap. It's just planks, stone, and then the upgrade bonus is increased herd size. Capacity, really. It doesn't give you any, like a new cow all of a sudden. Fewer items consumed during production, and item production speed increases. So let's commission that to be upgraded as well. It looks really good when it's done. Alright, that's gonna have to be it, I think, for this episode. It's pretty chill, but nice and relaxing. Our market's done. Oh my god, look at it. What a beast. I wish I could rotate it on the spot. I couldn't really tell which way it's going to be. It'd be nice to have this facing the plaza. But looking good. Its capacity is at 564. It's now generating 62 gold. Our income is 74. Crazy. So we definitely need to get some defenses soon now. Now that we have all these people arriving, we have 27 people not doing anything. We definitely need some people manning towers. We also need the barracks. We're also going to have to start looking for a bit more food. Maybe some extra fishing out this way. I think before I forget that, because I definitely will forget, I'm just going to put down maybe 1 or 2 more out this way. So let's do one around here. And let's do one a little further out as well. And I don't know if they need a temporary shelter, a storehouse or something. But maybe a food storage pit down here, and then they can take it and smoke it. Might be a good idea. That was really quickly done. So there you go. Get fishing. I suppose I didn't even think about it. Sorry, I'm going to have to move this. Let's build on this side. Can we do that? It's the way the road is. We can't obviously build diagonally. That fits there, so let's go there. I might do the same for this, so just move it into the inside of the lake. Alright, and yeah, the sickness seems to have died down. The wells seem to be returning just fine. 200 water in this one, 200 in this one, up to 250 is what they can store. So that seems to be solved. It was a little bit of a... I was kind of panicking there. Everyone's like thirsty and stuff. And our trees are coming along nicely. This is great. How cozy is this? I'm loving it, man. It's really cozy. Hey, we've got compost ready to go as well. And another batch almost ready too. So we'll just dump it out this way. It says next year they'll add it there. I think it roughly adds between 5 and 10% fertility to a field. So pretty good. And then this year we might just continue and just keep clearing this one. The food situation is fine. That's why I didn't assign it yet. 125 planks have to be delivered here. Need to improve the road situation also. It's a bit messy. Maybe build some roads that kind of come across this way. Yeah. Build these roads out to here, and then maybe they could curve in or something. Or well, they could just join down here, I suppose. It kind of naturally curves if it tries to do that. Alright, good. So yep, this is our, like I said, it's kind of the more built up area now that like the population is really expanding. It's got a bit more planning behind it, and they can just need a bunch of decorations and stuff. Might start putting them down in between episodes maybe, or just like start telling them where to be put before they get built. It's just going to be things like where there's a gap of 2, we can have bigger gardens or statues or shrines. They give a lot. 5 new villages, 3 more born, 135. Some villages still have dehydration. We need a doctor's office around here, which we can actually afford. And then we just need to start expanding and clearing this area out as well. So yep, looking good. Loving life. And we defended that raid. It's fairly simple. I think it basically is going to keep doubling in size though. So that was a raid of 11. So we might expect one of about 20 next time. So we definite priority at the beginning of the next episode is just to start putting down towers. So really just one around here, maybe one around here just to protect the town center. And maybe one around this area too, just to hold people off if they're coming in this way. They're mostly going to be making it towards our biggest storage facilities, so I think, from experience anyway, that tends to be where they go. And then we'll put down a barracks to start training people up. Very expensive to do that. It's 50 per soldier to train them and 10 for upkeep. So it can get quite expensive quite quickly. But at least that's why we have that market down now, making good money. No bricks left, but that's fine. We're never producing it. We just bought some, so we'll just buy some again in the future. Another 200 logs are stored in here, and planks are stored here also. So again, we're going to be building more houses. We'll rotate that around. Alright, I really have to stop. I just enjoy it too much. Alright, we'll just stop here. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please do leave your suggestions. I'm reading the comments every day and recording just daily, so I do see everything. And thanks again for all the support. Lots of new channel members, by the way, from the last episode. I don't know specifically why that was, but I appreciate it nonetheless. We got like 6 people that became them all on the same day, so thank you. Appreciate it a lot. Like I've said before, I think channel members basically equate to about 2,000 views, so if you want to make your review go real far, a channel member even at the lowest tier is super helpful. Alright, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support the channel directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. You'll also get exclusive access to my Discord, where there's dedicated channels for each series I'm doing, and it's a great place just to meet others and make some friends.